I got into it with him a couple of times. Like
talaga?
really a couple of times.
Sigawan? Or
Yeah, right there. But I think we respected each other after a while. Now, okay, after that, we're out for the best for each other, right?
Nakita na tayo previously ng mga coaching tandems na may head coach as active consultant, but parang wala pa masyado yung nagiging successful until now. So what do you think makes your partnership with Coach Nenad work better compared to the previous tandems like that?
Coach Nenad he's not only a good coach, he's very observant, he's very respectful. He understands the pressure of what coaches go through, and he knows how hard it is to work with that setup. Even if we're being told that this is a good setup, those are one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah.
He knows that. We've discussed it. He's very good at what he does, coaching and stuff. But I think what I'm proud about is there been a lot of good consultants there that haven't won. So how do you support that guy? How do you, as a coach, if you're told to handle the board, how are you able to emphasize what he wants? How do you gain respect from him or give mutual respect in terms of what you do? Those are things that are on my mind, diba? And in fairness to us, it wasn't an easy road going there. There was a lot of tough practices. There was a lot of questions we asked. I got into it with him a couple of times. Like
talaga?
really a couple of times.
Sigawan? Or
Yeah, right there. But I think we respected each other after a while. Now, okay, after that, we're out for the best for each other, right? Like, when we would run practices, he would kill them the first time we were here. And I said that I've seen some coaches like Coach Torman and some of the other guys where they've had strong teams like San Miguel and they also all got injured, right? He wanted to really drill them into that, and he was making me coach the PBA on tour, but I could see what he was trying to say. But for us as Pinoy coaches, kasi it's different here. You have to win.
Yeah.
It's not enough na you develop. If you're like 0-10, and I've been there before when I started with Adamson, you have to build. So for me as a coach, it's whether it's a practice game, whether it's a tune-up game, whether it's a real game, you try your best to win the game, right? And I think he drilled it. And sometimes we would have those tough discussions. Like, and then after a while, we backed off a bit and we kind of realized na after that's that tough, it doesn't mean I don't love him or he doesn't respect me and we're not together, right? So we've had those tough things. And it's just not Coach Nenad. I've had tough discussions with with Cliff sometimes, Elaine during the pandemic. But I think those things have to happen because if you genuinely care about something, you will speak your mind, right? You don't want to be just a yes coach or and that's what I'm most proud about, Carlo. Kasi kami yung first na nanalo, diba? And I think it's so easy for ako local coach, diba? There's one foreigner wherever you are in the world, and I'm sure he's felt that. Where when you don't start winning, you're out. You're not from here. Hindi ka naman tiga dito, diba? Yung I think maganda doon was we showed our character when the chips are down. Kasi when we were 1-3-3-5, the players could have given up on us. We could have given up on each other. And I think when he needed, there's sometimes he's brilliant and he's okay, that's fine. But sometimes you lose some games, right? You have to be there. And I think this thing that we did was not an overnight thing, although it happened fast, I can say. But ESL trips, out-of-town trips, debates, him giving me my space when I was, now me giving his space, but timing on when we come in, I think that's really hard to do. So, sometimes I see things on social media, I hear things from my kids, and that's stuff that they they say tough. People don't realize how hard it is to coach and find a way to put an imprint.
So,
People won't see, could be a text, could be a motivating thing, could be talking to a player, could be a video. But all of those work hand in hand. And at the end of the day, I think Coach Nenad really doesn't care. Maybe to me, I'm younger. He's at an age where he's accomplished so much. I kind of also grown to that we don't care who gets the accolades or because we're winning. We all get it. Like at the end of the day, who cares? Yung importante, we're champions, diba? So, I could be head coach behind the scenes. He's doing other things. He's an acting consultant. It doesn't mean I can't help the other guys out, right? But to make it work, that's something na super proud kami. Kasi ilang beses na ginagawa yun eh.
Yes, Coach.
Diba? Ron Jacobs. Never won when he was consultant. Bilbino, Wolpert, Dickel. I could mention Coach Torreman, right? So this is something that I'm proud of. And it's still a work in progress, right? But I'm glad he's here. He thinks out of the box. He's very different. So I'm glad I've been Coach Norman, and then now I'm picking his brain. And I was with Tim, and then I had Jong, diba? Virgil. So madami na rin.
What's your task, Coach? But how do you compliment Coach Nenad? Kung siya yung main na nagko-croquis or nagko-call ng shots, how do you compliment him?
I give when anything in the game, I can tell him anything. He doesn't put ikaw lang dito sa defense. With Coach Norman, I had the role. So, okay, you're in charge of defense. You're in charge of something, right? So, may ganon. Pero, with him, he gives me the leeway to just say anything I want. And he listens. If it's a matchup, if it's an attack point, if it's a scheme, we'll do, right? But he's very big on there's certain things he wants to bring to the PBA and to the team.
Like what?
He's very European in his ways. So you can really see with the things we run, it's very fluid. It's a lot of movement in terms of defending certain things. So may ganun siya, diba? And more mindset, I think. I can see him, right? He's very proud. He's from Serbia. Serbia is a proud nation, diba? So may ganun siya. But he's also very respectful. And I think Serbia, like Philippines, they're the same eh. They're tough. They have a lot of pride. Siya rin, nagsabi rin sa akin there's a lot of they're very respectful. So he says he sees the same things where he can coach. Like he could see himself na first he was unsure.
Yeah, parang reluctant siya dati.
Kasi he was very worried na the rule on foreigners coaching. So it's a little bit like China, diba? Then he realized na he said, when we won a championship, yun na pinaka nakakataba ng puso na I said to myself, okay to. He said, I've coached all over. Coached in Italy. He's coached in, I think, Germany, China, Japan, Israel. He's coached a ton of places. And he said, the most professional I've ever been with in all is here.
Wow.
So for him to say that of our group and our manager, even my brother and our boss, he's very happy. Diba? Parang, and I think he wants to continue because he likes it. His daughter's about to take school here.
Talaga? Saan?
German school. I think dito sa Sukat, I think. Sukat there, but he was supposed to be IS. Problema, haba ng waitlist. Then Brent pero malayo. So he's thinking if I go to Brent might be too far. Then he decided on this school, diba? Sabi ko, dapat doon lang siya sa Brent kasi he enters Sukat.
Dire-diretso.
Traffic lang yun. Yung Sukat, malayo yun, diba? Pag Brent kasi, Skyway ka lang. But he's open and I think it's because we're similar. Serbia. But I felt so good when he said that. He said it in front of our whole... They made me talk. They made our captain talk, and then they said, mayayain si Coach Nenad eh. So PBA, I would be the one talking. There, they asked him a few words. So, yeah, he said it. He said, you know, I feel I've coached everywhere, but this is the most professional the team I've been with, and I'm very, very thankful. He said this is the best professional team he's been with, and he's been all over. So I was like, okay.